Hello, welcome back to another Transformers video. I have not made one of these news videos in a little bit, so there's a lot here. So let's get into it. So first of all, we got a leak for Legacy Minerva. We all knew this was coming. I think the second they showed this feature on Elita 1. So it's pretty cool. We're actually going to get Minerva, and she looks decent in raw mode. The proportions look a bit off. In the all mode, I don't like how they didn't really change it to look like the Porsche, but it is cool to still get, like, stylization on, like, CHUG figures nowadays, even though it's not that much. So cool, we're finally getting a Minerva, and at least looks better than the G1 toy, because, Next up, we have a bunch of stuff, because Hasbro did their Fan First Thursday thing recently. So we have all the Velocitron stuff. So first of all, we have Hauler, who looks pretty nice. It's just, like, a green grapple, but with a, like, Transformers Cybertron dull surprise face. We got Override from, again, Cybertron, which looks pretty cool, although, something odd, but I don't know why it's a Voyager. Since it's deluxe size, and, you know, it could have, you know, the crazy engineering, to support it being a Voyager, but no, it has deluxe level engineering. I guess it's Voyager because paint. And I guess it's probably going to be pretty chunky plastic, and they also the pinned wheels, I guess. And the alt mode looks pretty goofy. But then we got, Scourge. This is really controversial. People are like, oh, it doesn't look like the one in the show. This looks better, though. Because I always thought the windows on Scourge's alt mode looked kind of ugly in RAD, but they actually look really nice here. Although I don't like these. Maybe you can see it's almost perfect. And it even says, yeah, Robots in Disguise Universe, Scourge, which is pretty cool. And I heard somewhere the reason he isn't super accurate is more just because, like, I think the sprue layout and the limitations of the Laser Prime mold. Don't know if that's true, but if it really does bother you that much, just hunt down the original or get repro labels for this. Always works, because they probably will make a set. And next up we have some red things. We have Red Thundercracker, and the only red figure I own is Red Starscream. And I swear, the plastic he's made of is the same stuff they used to make, like, those erasers at the back of pencils. Actually, no, those feel more solid than the plastic this guy uses. He's so rubbery. And just doesn't look that good. Just get the Earthrise one, or the 86 one, because, you know, reissue. And then, the Prime Optimus Prime, actually looks pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of the Prime design, but, I mean, he actually looks pretty good here. And the Megatron looks decent. His hands look so goofy. I hate the hands on him. Well, then we got Shattered Glass Wheeljack. This looks really cool. So this is actually a reference to Action Master Slicer, who was like a... I don't even know. He was basically just a recolored Wheeljack. But he looks really nice. The colors are cool. Alt mode looks amazing. And then we got Road Rocket. We all knew that this was coming, basically, because leak listings also fact RC has this wheel configuration, which I actually used here, and this looks pretty good. And you can see the alt mode, it's just red RC. Well, not red RC, but red RC. As in the color red, not the awful toy line. And then we got Clamp Down. This guy looks amazing. I know a lot of people really mad that they don't have the red here, but again, I honestly think this looks better, seeing as how the reds always look kind of ugly on Clamp Down. It just makes them look like a Red Alert clone, which is not cool. And I like how they replaced it with this nice, like, kind of, like, off-white. Looks very nice. And something funny in the live stream is you can see the box right here. I hate this because, you can just reach in and grab the figure, no matter how well it's tied in. You can just reach in and grab it, and they even showed on the stream when, like, the guy wanted, okay, so here's what it looks like in the box, he just shoved it in there, and then when he wanted to, like, get it in handy, and you just literally reached into the box and just pulled it out. Like, why would you show us how to do that? People are just gonna steal it more. And this is super cool. Cosmos! I'm really excited for this guy. And he's actually a new mold, just like, Override, which is kind of cool, since usually exclusives have to be, a retool of some kind, or a repaint. I think it's kind of funny how it was a flag, because they said, like, you know, he's not going to be winning this race, so he just stands at the end and waves the flag. And I kind of like this as well, because it reminds me of, like, old generations, how we used to just get, like, these funny little weapons sometimes, like, references, like how, Generations Hound came with a Ravage and a little cage. And the cool part about this is if you remove, the flag bit, then it can turn into just a gun, and also, you can flip it over, and it's like, oh, it's a white flag, you surrender, but that just seems like a more improvised thing than an actual intended feature. And he looks really goofy in this box. This one, I think he could have benefited from being boxed in robot mode, but it is a gimmick of the line to have it like this, so makes sense. And you can see his armor looks so cute. Little tiny, funny UFO man. And you can see the gun mode here. Looks pretty neat. And then we got IEW Blur, which is based on the S86 Blur, which is apparently not that good. And the arm kibble is even worse on this. Oh my god, he has a second arm. It just looks, ugh. And I still may get this. Also, they showed this. So, I have Core Class Spike, and his accessories are packaged in a little thing of, like, tissue. And I was like, okay, it's fine, it's a Core Class. Want a full-blown deluxe? It's just in this tube. This little tube of tissue. It's wrapped up. You literally show him just, like, ripping it apart. I really don't like that, and I hope it's just on the Velocitron figures and nothing else. And the alt mode here, the front's like IDW and the back's very G1, but I don't like this design. It doesn't look aerodynamic at all, but I think it's just more of all the IDW alt mode design than the actual toy. And then this. I don't actually remember this character's name, like the name they gave to it, because I don't really have a character, because it's like a Diaclone thing. But like really cool. It's like black skids with the reboost head. So we're probably going to be getting a reboost and a crosscut, which is really cool as well, and it just looks so nice. Burnout, yeah. And you see a little box, you can easily just grab that out. Alright, so we're almost done, so I have a few more things. So, this, I'm really excited. So, we knew we were going to be getting this 4-pack, right? And as you can see, we get Toy Color Scorponok, Sky Wasp, which is like a really cool wasp maker, Ransack, and Goldbug. So, Goldbug, I was excited for because I love Goldbug, and I thought, you know, we're just going to get, like, the Cliff Jumper thing. It's not going to be the VW because, you know, licensing is going to be too much of a pain. And I was fine with that. I accepted it. But then, he has it! Now, this is, like, there's a small chance that this is fake, but, like, apparently you can actually just order this from, like, a store in, like, the UK right now. Which is super cool. And he looks amazing! Like, he looks so good. Of course, I still do want to get a Netflix B just to have, like, a Bumblebee. Like a G1 Bumblebee, but this is still really cool. Although, if you live in Canada, this is going to be, like, impossible to get, since, well, distribution's awful here, so there's a very rare chance it's going to actually appear in Toys R Us, because it's exclusive to that. Sorry. And if it does get here, it's gonna be, like, overpriced, because for some reason Toys R Us is overpricing all their Hasbro products, when no other place is doing this. It's not inflation. Anything else if you can find it. And there's also the chance that this is gonna get scalped, because scalpers know people want the VW mold, and they know people want Goldbug. So, this thing's gonna get scalped heavily. Who knows, maybe Hasbro will actually do a good job and stock this really well. Either way, it's gonna be expensive, but I think it's gonna be worth it. And our final thing here is also super exciting. We got some leaked listings for, New Waves of Legacy. So, first of all, we're gonna be getting, in Velocitron Wave 2, Crasher, which is the GoBots character. So, it's already cool we're getting, like, actual GoBots that aren't just simple, like, head swap or just color swap retools. That's probably going to be a retool of Kingdom Mirage, but still really cool. And then a Shadow Striker, like from Cyberverse. If they do the Beast Wars one, I'm going to be kind of disappointed, because I think there was a Beast Wars one. But I think they're going to do the Cyberverse one because it's Velocitron, about like speed and cars and racing. And then this is kind of, we're getting a Velocitron Hot Rod, that's a Voyager, but like SS86 exists. It could be a repack with like the maroon color everybody wanted from SS86, and then the other repack of it that is also SS86. Who knows? And it's really cool. So we're getting Core Class Sound Blaster. With this, we're getting Core Class Dinobots, Core Class Slug, and Sludge. Actually getting Dinobots. And we're getting Legacy Deluxe Needlenose, which is like an obscure G1 character. Hasbro's really trying to, like, get the most G1 characters out they can. They're getting, like, really obscure ones now. Oh, and by the way, these leaks are for, like, Legacy 2023. Well, at least this, like, for the first wave of 2023 Legacy. Velocitron Wave 2, no idea when that's coming out. And we're getting a Hot Shot, which is pretty cool, from Armada, probably, hopefully. And then, this is weird. We're getting a Junkion? That's a deluxe? Even though, again, SCD6 exists, and according to, like, the Sunbow chart, he's supposed to be a Voyager? And speaking of Voyagers, we're gonna get a TARN, which is insane. Sadly, it's like, we still haven't gotten one in the Cyberverse Deluxe line, but it's so cool we're actually gonna get a TARN, which is insane. And speaking of insane, Leo Prime, aka Lio Convoy, or Leo, I don't know, we're actually gonna get one. Should have been in Kingdom, but so cool we're finally gonna get it. And also, we're gonna get Leader Prime Skyquake? If I remember correctly, Skyquake in Prime was like a Seeker. Well, he was turned to a plane. And he was supposed to be around like Voyager size, not Leader size. But I guess, you know, the extra engineering, well, see how he could really need it? But then, this is like the thing most people are really excited about. I'm pretty excited about it, but I'm more excited about some of the other things. Leader Armada Megatron. So this means that, like, prototype for Armada Optimus, like a CHUG one, that was shown, like, a long time ago, we're finally gonna actually get, probably like next wave. That's super cool. We're actually gonna get the ARMADA stuff now. And it seems we're gonna get the full cast well since we're getting a hot shot. Now the one that's, all listening, the one odd thing about this is, the fact that there's no combiners. I thought they were gonna do like a combiner for every year of Legacy, just cause like, we got Motormaster in the first one. It'd be weird if we just got Motormaster. Or, Menasor. But it's still really cool. They're probably saving it for, like, the next wave or something. Or, like, just didn't have it here to make room so we can get Skyquake? Yeah, anyways, that's it for the video. Tell me what you think of these in the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, then don't. And, yeah, bye.